I really gotta start cleaning up a little more. Still don't get why the heck I still have those pillows. I'll blame Eclipse later, but well, at least these pillows are doing okay. There we go. At least the cats seem to be, well, their normal selves. Fish are fine. No one tried to break into the aquarium. Oh!
Hey.
Hey, Blade. Surprised to see you here.
Hey, everything alright?
Up and down, but hey, I'm still alive.
Back, man, maybe we could talk about it.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, come on in.
So, what's going on exactly? How come you were off the grid?
Just been kind of having a bit of a rough time. I've just been on this quest though, but it's become a little bit more rougher than anticipated, especially after finding out that somebody wants to try to ruin it for me. But but it didn't really like ruin me in the physical sense, more like mentally. But I've already went through some training with AG.
That's good.
Yeah. Those, like I said, it's been kind of rough because with this quest, I am in need of people that are close to me. And though, because of this mental torture that someone decided to put me through, it put a very giant strain, if not broke, the bond between me and Zoe.
Let me guess. She rejected, or was there a false bond?
False bond. Wait. How did you know?
I've had some intel.
Yeah. Forgot GON, plus probably must have gotten from Dragon. If that's the case, then glad he's still in the loop. Been trying to contact him, too, about this.
I'm one of his soldiers. I'm supposed to know everything.
But, yeah, if you're not in the loop, the guy that I mentioned about, he goes by the name of Natsu. Maroon hedgehog, black stripes, one gold eye, one silver eye, scar over one of his eyes, his hands 100% metal, and has the ability to cancel out any and all magic.
I see.
And
but knowing you, I'm pretty sure you can overcome it. You overcame it. You can overcome anything, remember?
I know. Right now it's a bit of a struggle, especially since I found out that this guy, this Natsu, has been watching my every move. And I don't know how. I can't even sense him out. The only time I was able to sense him out was when Zoe and I were talking, and when I detected the false bond.
If he's watching, let him. When he doesn't know, it's what's in your mind. That's one thing he doesn't know about.
Hopefully we don't jinx that.
All he's trying to do is just ruin it.
I know. And though thankfully with the mental training that AG had put me through, although I know she was actually trying to help, rather have me recover rather than strengthen, it helped. But at the same time, still don't believe it would be my go-to when it comes to mental training. But
what makes you say that?
Well, in a way, I can see why some people have different types of training. When it comes to certain others, like the old man and Chris, it's supposed to help with strengthening and pushing back traumas and enemies that you have faced in the past. While with Eiji, though, hers is the Muse way. It seems like it focused more on recovery as well as trying to use positivity as a weapon rather than just try to take in all the negativity. So I get where she was coming from with that one. And it did help. But at the same time, just like with Chris's, not a go-to for me. And I've seen how the old man is able to do mental training with others. I wouldn't say it's my go-to either. But in a way, though, it's still something to learn.
Maybe I'll go to her if I need it.
Yeah, but at least on the bright side, at least she actually went through some of the actual good memories with me. The ones I keep close to my heart.
You always do. That's what I respect about you.
And because of what had happened after when I dealt with Zoe, let's just say that the Musian couple had to break into my house just to make sure that I'm actually okay, that I'm still alive. Though I think I may have scared him with more than just me going radio silent.
You did pull a scare, I will admit. They were worried about you.
Yeah.
Who knows what Alex, who knows who Alex would have went to.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why I had the couple become holders. Become Chaos Emerald holders. Because even though that, yeah, with my head going through all this, both of them never really gave me a reason to distrust them. They always seem to have my back, even though that, yeah, there are moments where we butt heads, but it's mainly over the pettiest of crap. And in the end, we all just laugh
Why don't I give
about
a suggestion? I do have a suggestion who could possibly be one of the holders.
Chilled or Dragon, I'm fully aware Alex is trying to fetch them for me. Though...
There goes my suggestion.
Yeah. Because honestly, I trust them both. I definitely want Dragon to be one of the holders, because he's also been helping me out with the precursor of this journey before the quest had officially started. Though, that leaves one left.
Really?
Because I am in need of 7 holders. There's 4 that already accepted. 2 of them still need to make official. And then there's 1 more left. I know Cookie is trying to help me narrow down the list a little more. However, after all that training, I definitely gotta remind myself it doesn't hurt to ask. Blade.
Yeah.
We may have been we may have been a pain to each other, but still in the end, we still come out strong. We still worked great together, and honestly, I could be able to see why Rouge sees you as a brother figure. Hell, I see why a lot of people see you as a brother, if not an honorable rival or an ally. And I want to at least, no matter how much...
It's a rival.
I know. But despite the fact that you and I had butted heads, still, in the end, we're still able to deal with each other. And I see you more as an ally than a rival. And honestly, I could be able to see that bond. So, and even though I still got the other side of my head, that seed of doubt telling me, or blurting out alerts, I'm gonna take the risk here. Would you like to be one of the holders?
No need to risk it. Besides, I don't need an emerald for a bond. I may be, well, When it comes to me, from where I'm from, even if a bond is true, that won't accept me anyway. Because I'm used to be alone. But just getting it out there. Yeah, we have been through a lot. I see you more of a friend than having a bond that's eternal. I'll have to decline this one and have you extend your quest. You'll have to think deeper on this one.
I get it.
Yeah, like I said, my demonic powers won't accept it. But
Pretty
me
much-
as myself would.
Pretty much the same thing that what girlfriend had told me, but it was more out of worry about her demonic powers rather than what you had stated.
It's just where I'm from.
In a way, I get the feeling on usually being a lone wolf. I've been down that route before. So, but gotta still admit though, no matter if it's a win or a loss, we still have a great team.
Yep.
And even, hey, if things even did go downhill, we're both still alive. We both overcame a lot worse.
That is true. But knowing when the time comes, I think you should have Dragon instead of me. Besides, I still need to take care of things at home before I go back out there.
I understand.
Besides, I'm currently packing things up and probably moving.
Moving? Where?
I'm still gonna be in this planet, don't worry.
I know.
Just a new place I bought.
I understand. Sorry, it's just the negative side of my head.
Don't forget what age he trained you.
Well, all I can say is it was a lot better than when I asked Draco and he rejected.
Not surprised.
Yeah. I asked him to be a holder, but he rejected it. He did say some things that I find questionable, that I don't really agree with, but at the same time, we still talked it out. Thankfully, Barry was able to at least help make sure that things settle down, so that way we're not butting heads again.
Talking things out after some things, that's a true bond. That's how I see him. I don't need a gem to prove it. That's how I run things.
I know. And I will state this. I know you and Draco both said you don't need a rock to show if a bond is true or not. And I completely get it. But that is why I asked everybody that I've already asked. And just like with Chilled and Dragon, I trust them with all my heart. I trusted Zoe.
But things went downhill.
The ones that...
What did she even say?
Initially, she did tell me that something had happened back at her homeworld. I'm not going to go into details because even though, yeah, our bond is strained, I'm still going to be respectful of her. Because there's even some secrets that she hadn't told me, but I want to give her time. I would rather have her take her time, just like with my other children. I'd rather have them take their time with telling me what they are than force it out of themselves. But as for Zoe...
That's the right thing to do.
As for Zoe, she did tell me something had happened in her homeworld. I tried to comfort her, she did notice I was a little off on my side. I did explain to her about the situation that I went through as well as this quest. And as soon as I asked her if she would like to be a holder, honestly, I had a lot of faith that she would become one, because when I asked her, she had the happiness gleaming in her eyes. And it made me feel happy. But then when the emeralds rejected her and signified a false bond, that's when I got worried. And then found out that Natsu decided to pop in. He'd been overhearing everything. And I know Zoe can be naive at times, but he really got into her head to where she then asked if I only adopted her because of me being a hero or because I felt sorry for her. Those are the only things she said. I told her neither.
Zoe would never act like that.
Mm-hmm. And when I tried to at least get her to talk to me and try to get Natsu away from her, she just ran away.
I wonder if I felt something strange when I arrived.
So, and honestly, that really hurt, and maybe even got me to a point where I'm even worried about asking anybody else. Until Alex and AG broke into my house and tried to help me out with getting my head back on straight.
You want confidence to act chill and dragon? Here's some advice. Go with your heart. Don't worry about the negative side kicking in. All it is just an obstacle. Go with your gut.
That's what I intend to do.
I'm pretty sure they will accept it, and that bond will be true. Dragons most definitely. Chills most definitely. Because I know those two well. Dragon's one of the first people... I'm one of the first people Dragon met when he came here.
And... yeah, with those two... I know. Those two definitely have been pretty close to me. With Chilled, pretty much I was the, he saw me when I was in my human state, so I was the first tall, nice person that he met. And pretty much he and I had each other's back ever since, and we may not agree on everything, but we're not like, trying to strangle each other over everything either. Though, as for Dragon, pretty much, hey, he seemed to enjoy hanging out with me, sparring with me. He admitted he saw me as a sister, and hell, he saved me from getting killed.
When was that time again? I'm pretty sure there was numerous times.
The big one was when we were dealing with Uriel last year. It was after you and I when you and I had trained and you helped me out a little bit with keeping darkness under control.
Well, Dragon saving you? There's no question that needs to be asked if you could trust him still. That pretty much summed it up there.
But if he does accept becoming a holder, I'm hoping that at least in a way it'll help me return the favor, or at least a whole bunch of favors.
He will.
But
it's just this that he needs to try and control.
I know. And I do believe he will be able to get that under control.
You'll see what I mean when that time comes, anyway.
If you mean by the eyes, I'm fully aware.
Huh? You must have not been around.
Yeah, no, well, I know I ran into Blade.exe again, but Dragon and I ran into each other after my encounter. And that's when I found out about that, but after he calmed down, he explained everything to me. So I'm fully aware of what's going on with right here, but could also be another reason why contact has been very limited. Or another reason could be maybe somebody is fucking with both of our lines. Natsu.
I will tell you this. That Vigilante's done. It's been a thing ever since, way before Natsu came around.
I know. Kinda figured.
Trust me, if him and Dragon came to face, Dragon would know better not to fall for it. He's that intelligent.
I know. But... And another thing, too. Certain someone hasn't really been helping out within my head either. I haven't heard from him in quite a while. I don't know what's going on.
You mean Xeshir?
I don't know what happened, because last I heard, he said he had to take care of someone that was hassling one of his adopted kids. And from when I contacted her name is Amelia, by the way. When I contacted Amelia, she hadn't heard back from him. We don't know what's going on, but I'm hoping it's nothing too extreme.
I remember Blade.exe confronted him before.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Seems with you, he's trying to make things a lot personal than usual.
Blade.exe? Well, maybe. But at the same time, I haven't really seen him when I officially started this quest. Last time I saw him, apparently my powers of the Angel of Life were a little out of control, but I was still able to keep focus on the target. And I don't want to sound
He's
like
back in my world.
I don't want to sound like I'm bragging. Apparently, I have his respect.
He's just saying that. Like I said, massive manipulator.
I figured. But at the same time,
if he didn't kill you on the spot, and if he said that, you're one of the huge targets he has. Besides me, Dragon, Alex, AG, Zoe. A team attorneys on his list too.
I was gonna say, that gives me all the more motivation to get stronger. To at least keep pushing back until there is a way to stop him for good. I don't care if it has to be me to stop him. If it's anybody else, alright. But as long as there is a way.
But if you're gonna kill him, I want you to step back. That's something I need to do. It's from my world and I'm cleaning it up.
It's your responsibility. I understand completely.
Besides, when it comes to EXEs, only the counterpart can kill them. From what I've heard. No one else can.
I guess it depends
Blade.exe, gonna take more than what I have now to take care of it. That's why I'm trying to figure this out.
Well, I guess it depends upon the EXE, though. Especially with when Sailor EXE was eliminated. All I could say was...
That's because she's one of the strays.
And funnily enough, I was able to actually make her feel again during her last moments. And then Exidia devoured her.
Right as I thought an EXE would reform like Tommy and Lavender's.
Yeah, not all EXEs can be reformable, but
those
those that can would understand the balance of everything. Or those who are actually just born, but actually born through the right way.
You go ahead, continue your quest. My time's done here.
I will.
I'll call you if I come up with something about the spark that I've been having.
Alright. And Blade, before you go. Sorry, I have to do this once.
Don't want to burn you because of the heart situation.
You won't. It was just during the first few hours.
I gotta get going. Ever since he's back to his home world, where I'm from, I could tell he's preparing. So whatever quest whatever quest going on, you might want to make this quick. You never know when he comes back. Little tip to know when he comes back. The sky's darkening full of red. That's the cue.
Right. Well, it's a good thing I've already pushing it a little. I mean, already found 2 potentials. Still got 1 more to find. And even though Cookie rejected, at least she's helping out.
Yeah. I'll call you when it's time.
Right.
Besides, I got some Saiyans to call anyway.
Alright. Tell Goku I said hello.
You met him?
Oh yeah, he and I sparred for a while. Quite a tough fighter.
Pretty sure he's back in his world after what happened to Trunks.
Alright.
Talk later.
Right. See you later. Cookie, go ahead and mark Blade off of the list. Let me know if you can narrow everything down. Do not cross off Children Dragon just yet. Alright. But time to find those 2 boys. Even though I have to find them individually. The sooner I can find them, the better. Hopefully, he'll at least be eased up on my heart. And cut.
What's up?
Jesus Christ! Okay, now I'll go and